Well, I gotta say, my roommate was watching a video about the total darkness eclipse, TDE for short, and finally he's already gone to sleep, so that's a good thing. Well, what is up there, everybody? Jay Baker Flugs here, and welcome to the next episode of A Day in the Life, the sequel series 2. It is 12:53 a.m. on this Sunday morning, April 7th, 2024. And I gotta say, yeah, he was watching that video about the total darkness eclipse. And he was like, oh my goodness. Well, actually, he said the holy S word, which I'm not even gonna say. A lot of people will be like, you say the crap word? Shame on you. But anyway, I'm not going to say it because it's a naughty word and I don't need to be cussing. Especially on here, I don't need to be doing that no more. Because it's not good when you're doing that. Now, if you accidentally let it out, I guess it sometimes slips when you're doing that. But anyway. Well, I gotta say, it's been a really relaxing Saturday. We've pretty much did nothing really, except play games, have a good day, and MLB The Show 24 is going on right now. As probably you've seen the first two live streams with San Antonio at Amarillo. And boy, the Mission's winning both of them games. And Sunday afternoon, 1:05 p.m. is when we'll have our third and final game of this three-game set before the Missions return home to take on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals in that Tuesday through Sunday series next week. And then it'll be our road trip to Corpus Christi for 6 games, and then come on back to San Antonio to take on Wichita for a 6-game homestand. And then we are on the road for a 12-game beginning the end of this month. I think it is April 30th when we're up there in Arkansas. And it'll be a 6 games with the Arkansas Travelers, 6 games with the Frisco Rough Riders. And then we'll come back and take on Corpus Christi right after that. And then head to Midland after that. Then come back, take on Amarillo right after that. So you guys are probably wondering, man, Jay Baker, you know the baseball season schedule very well, especially for your 2 months that you know that where San Antonio is going to be and pretty much who they're playing. I mean, kind of impressive how I keep that in my mind and memorize it because I studied the whole schedule on their website. But anyway, yeah, we're having a good time live streaming MLB The Show 24. And yeah, we did that. We won 2 games in a row. We are 2-0 in the series against Amarillo. And so far, we are going to be our level best this year. I'm sure hoping that this is going to be the year where San Antonio can actually take a Texas League title, which I'm keeping my fingers crossed on that one. As you guys can see, my fingers are crossed. And gotta say, our 3 winners of the past 3 years were the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, the Frisco Rough Riders, and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. So this year in 2024 is up for grabs. That means any team in the Texas League could go out, compete. You have the Final Four in the end. Two teams are eliminated, which you still got two teams left, but those two teams battle it out. In the end, one team is left standing, and they'll be crowned champions in the Texas League. So that means they get a trophy. They wrap up the year. The season is done. The off season comes middle half of September, and pretty much, you get the rest of the year to do whatever you want, because you got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, everything. Those 4 holidays on the off season is when a lot of people are out celebrating. And then you get into January, February, March, which you get 3 more months to be off. March will be the time when everybody goes out to spring training, and then the regular season starting in April. And gotta say, pretty good. So anyway, we have a lot going on. We are just super busy, and for a Saturday, I did not much. I mean, we stayed in the apartment and played games all day and pretty much wait for a paycheck to come in. I gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta get resources. I gotta get gas for my car and food to be put back in the refrigerators. And so far, I'm hoping that tomorrow or Monday we could be out getting food and getting groceries if we get this check, in which it does take a little while to get this check. I mean, I know it's not the company's fault why it's 2 days overdue. And, well, I guess they're waiting for the 10th and 25th, which those are the 2 days in a month that we get a payday on. I mean, it's once every 2 weeks, which that'd be pretty nice if it was once a week. That'd be pretty great. And we get a check every week. That'd be pretty nice. Maybe the company will think about that. Maybe they'll say, oh, let's give them money every week. That'd be great. Take care of the bills, take care of you, your food, everything, Food and resources, we talk about that a lot. It is the natural part of life while on this journey. And for me to be by myself the last 2 years without my dad and stepmother, I got to learn how to survive. And so far, I already know food and resources. That's what we need. And if you don't have food and resources, then you're in trouble. You better find something quick to eat. But anyway, hopefully the check will be in probably Sunday or Monday, between one of those 2 days. And that's when we go out to the store and we go out and go grocery shopping. Now, the grocery stores during this time could be extremely busy, because the likes of which we do have an event going on Monday, which that is the Total Darkness Eclipse, or TDE for short. Because there'll be a lot of people watching this thing, as you have the sun and the moon, which the moon goes right over the sun, and it creates total darkness. That's what a TDE stands for, Total Darkness Eclipse. So keep that in mind. If it does get dark where you're at, that's what it stands for, TDE. I mean, say it with me, TDE, Total Darkness Eclipse. Which, that'd be pretty cool to go out and watch, which I may be doing that on Monday. I mean, hopefully. Or be out working. But, yeah. So, yeah, just looking at some notes. I know this roommate right here is about ready to move out on May 1st. And, yeah, I got to get ordered a Wi-Fi for me and the other guy, which apparently we'll have to go to SWF and talk to them about that. Or literally just order the unit, have them come in, install it. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll do something. And plus, we got to find a third to take that bedroom over there. That means they got to sign a lease. Or the lease that me and this one guy have. But, yeah, anyway. Yeah. Well, you got the horses' names in here. Looks pretty good when you write down their names and just memorize them. Out there, good old West Creek. It's pretty good. Boy, 5 minutes after 1. We may be getting a few hours of sleep tonight. A lot of you guys are probably wondering, well, why the heck are you still up at this time of night? It's because my roommate just keeps me up and playing a video and stuff. I don't know if he's got earbuds or not to even put in his ears, and that way. Huh? Yeah, weird little man over there just giggling and laughing. Oh, man. You know, early this morning, my roommate, boy, I think he's allergic to something in here. He's like, achoo! See, as he sneezes, I make the fart noises. I'm just being silly that way, you know. You're a weird little man, aren't you? Yeah, you know, early this morning, as I was doing that, as he was sneezing and I'm making the fart noises, I'm just sitting there just dying laughing. You know, Duncan and me, we did that all the time just to get giggles out. I mean, that's one way we... Now, you can hear him next door just sitting there laughing and stuff. But yeah, me and Duncan, we did that a lot. Way back then when I lived on the other side of town. In Universal City. You know, if I sneeze, he'd be like, this is how he'd do it. Achoo! And both of us are just starting laughing because he's making these funny noises, I tell you what. Yeah, I bet the next door neighbor over here can hear me. She's like, what's that noise? Why are you making noises for? I'm going to come over there and give you a whooping. Kind of reminds me of that bad guy on Walker, Texas Ranger. Yes. I sound like my Uncle Ronnie. Oh my goodness. Why'd you come over here for? You come over here to come get a whooping? I tell you what, my Uncle Ronnie, he's really funny when he makes noises like that. I bet he's watching this video. It's like, boy, my nephew sure is weird. How about that? But anyway, I'm going to finish up my drink and then I'm going to get this camera off and head right to bed. What the heck is going on? I don't know if you guys can actually hear him giggling and laughing, but I sure can. Even with this door closed. Roommates these days. I bet he's saying, yeah, I can say the same thing about you. Yeah, I tell you what. Probably make him laugh by saying what that bad guy was saying. Why did you come over here for? You come over here to come get a whooping? Oh, that guy on Walker, Texas Ranger is so funny. I'm going to find that episode and tell you guys what episode that is. You guys are going to be dying laughing when you hear that bad guy tell that to Walker. And as I said before, the voices, it kind of reminds me of hearing Uncle Ronnie's voice. Yeah. But anyway, I gotta say, yeah, you can hear that little tiredness in my voice. But anyway. So yeah, gotta go grocery shopping. Gotta get resources. And yeah, hopefully the check will be in hopefully tomorrow or Monday. And we'll have to wait and find out when it gets here. And that way, I could get my groceries. I mean, I'm going to get a lot of groceries. It's going to last me a long time. And I will say, it would have been really nice if I would have got some rent assistance and possibly help with grocery assistance, that way it don't have to pay for rent or my groceries out of my own pocket. I mean, state of Texas could do that. Ever since that I've been here, I mean, I've asked SWF for the help, and they're like, oh, he don't need it. He makes $1,200 a month. Or, $2,400 a month. I mean, when you think about it. I mean, shoot. A lot of my money goes towards my bills. And, I got to take care of myself at some point, Rent is $404.33. SWF is $350. Electric bill is decided on. Wi-Fi decided on how much it is, and you know, I really think that the state of Texas should help. Or, we get rent assistance or relief, whatever. But my grandma has her friend up in Brownwood, and she gets rent assistance by the state of Texas to help her pay the rent, to do this, to do that. I wish I could get rent assistance, but I don't know how. I mean, hopefully my dad can help me get that, because it would help me save a lot of money. I mean, $404.33, which I know that during last year we were paying $381 even, and then it went up $20 more, which I was not a happy camper when that took place. I mean, let me tell you, I got so mad I just wanted to give somebody an ass whooping just because of that. I was like, well, shoot. I mean, it goes up $20 more or $22 more. And, sorry for my cuss words, but, I do apologize. I got to get out of that bad habit. I mean, it's not good when you're doing that. But anyway, I'm just saying, I mean, it'd be nice if the state of Texas could come in and say, hey, you know what, Mr. Baker, I'll help you in any way. And, just to get your rent taken care of. That way you can save the money, you can rebuild, and all this other stuff. I mean, I wish there was, for all of us that live in apartment complexes that have to pay this type of money to them to live here, it'd be pretty nice to get some help every now and then. But you know me, I mean, comes out of my paycheck every month just to keep on living here. And my dad's like, well, Jonathan, you don't have a choice. You either do or you get evicted. That's your choice. And I'm not trying to get myself evicted. I mean, I don't want to end up on the streets. I've almost ended up on the streets because of that stupid friend of mine who used to be my friend way back then. I'm not going to mention any names, but he's plumb stupid. He's the thief I was telling you guys about, and yes, I will say something to him if he is watching. What you did was so wrong, and yeah, the jig is up. Everybody knows that you got corruption within you, and hey, whatever happens in the dark, it's going to come to the light